Hey, what's up, folks? Just wanted to record this quick video on money and finance to show you a couple books that I'm reading from. I just purchased a copy of this Secrets of the Federal Reserve Bank by Eustace Mullins. You can get it on Amazon.com. And actually, forget where I got this. It wasn't on Amazon. I had a hard time finding it. Why Are You Still a Slave by Peter Johnson. And he talks about, it's really a book about quality of life. That's essentially why I'm recording this video. It is 12 o'clock at night. I need to be asleep, and I'm about to go to sleep shortly after I finish this video. I just read a passage from the book, Why You're Still a Slave. And it's about, you can see that, stop working for money. And a main point to it all in the entire book is about really getting related to what is so around the time that you invest going to and from a job, the time that you invest on a job. And let me just say this straight up. I'm in a job right now that I actually love. I just got a promotion today, supervisor. And at the same time, what's also been there is feeling a little bit of what has been kind of at times like an ongoing conflict about I am committed to creating wealth, like becoming a millionaire or billionaire. I'm 52 years of age. Some people might say that's insane and that'll never happen. Whatever. I'm not pressed because I know what's possible, and I know stories of people who've done it, and I understand the process to get there. So all there is to do is just to get my whatever has been in my space out of the way so I can really create that. And so anyway, going back to the book is about quality of life, really. Yes, it's about financial education and understanding how money works, understanding the importance of valuing your time, and how when you work for somebody else, they can only pay you a certain amount. And if you have big goals, lofty goals, they can never meet that price. So if you find work that you love, which I have, I can still see myself working at my job at Ace Hardware. I mean, I'll just say it for what it is. And I love the business model because they're co-ops, they're independently owned franchises, and it's not like big corporate structures where it's impersonal and you got all these moving parts. It's just more of like almost like a small town atmosphere. It's a relatedness that is in the space that I have yet never experienced anywhere else I've ever been. And so it's a great environment. And I know there's a cap, there's a ceiling, even if I became a store manager, on how much money I can make, unless I am generating money outside of that building when it comes to maybe trading stock options or something like that, or investing in real estate or whatever it might be. The bigger point to it all is really understanding what our options are and choosing powerfully so that we can really be fully present for everything that we're committed to, whether it's running a business, whether it's working a job for somebody else, whether it's burning the candle at both ends, as they say, by being a business owner and working a job for somebody else. And that's partially how it'll be showing up for me. Over the next few months, I'm committed to getting my book published, and I got to generate the money for that. That's about $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So the main point to it all is like, take the time, investigate, study, research. I got another book that's pretty close by here called Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. And he's the creator of the infinite banking concept. And the more I learn about finance and how money really works and how important it is to manage our priorities effectively so we can be that much more accomplished in the things that we're taking on, on a day-to-day basis, is absolutely vital that we get related to what is so. Like, as an example, there's 24 hours a day. I broke it down the other day. I'm like, okay, I'm 8 hours at the job. There's an hour going. There's an hour coming back. By the time I get home, I got a half hour to shower. or if I wanted to take a bath. And then I got another half hour to eat before it gets too late, because I don't need to be eating too late. None of us do. Your Holistic Nutritionist on Instagram. Check me out. And Dean the Nutritionist on Facebook. And so you really want to make sure you're eating, a light dinner, and you don't eat too late, because that sits on your stomach and actually interferes with your ability to get a good, peaceful night's sleep. And so the main point is, okay, you got the half hour for the shower, half hour to eat, and it basically leaves me with about 5 hours to do phone calls or, work on my website or, edit my book, things of that nature. So in other words, that's not really a lot of time. So really, and some people have a longer commute to and from work than I do, and I'm on mass transportation at the time. So, reading the books like the ones that I have, they're freaking amazing. And the times when I read excerpts like what I just read, I put the book down and I'm just like, yo, did you just hear the jewels that this guy just dropped about money and business and time and priority management, and how, if you're a business owner, if you do consulting, he started out charging $500 an hour for his consulting services when he was 18. And I'm inclined to believe this guy's like around my age or older now, right? And now he charges $2,000 per hour for his consulting services. Because as his brother told him, as in the excerpt that I just read, that $2,000 an hour, factoring in inflation, is actually appropriate for the times that we're in, based on how long he's been in the game, the successes that he's had, and what he can offer in the way of his consulting services as a value add to the people that reach out to him for his assistance. And so it still always comes down to quality of life, because that actually affects your ability. If you're married, if you're in a committed relationship, it affects your ability to have quality time with the person that you love and care about. Most people never see their spouse. I mean, granted, now because this COVID pandemic or whatever, people actually have a chance to see their spouse more. And for some people, that's not a good thing, because they didn't really know their spouse in the first place. And now the person they're getting to know is somebody they don't like, right? And for those who do love and really care about their spouse, a lot of times in what was the so-called norm, people didn't see them because they were working 50, 60-hour work weeks or whatever. And, they rarely had time for each other, or they spent time commuting. So they rarely had time for maybe even doing some of the things that they enjoy. So really the value is just really planning our life, creating our life to the T of exactly how we want it to be, and having that patience. As they say, patience is a virtue, and constantly asking God, the creator, Yahweh, Elohim, whatever you call him, Allah, Buddha, whatever, continue to cultivate that relationship with something greater than yourself, having times for meditation to really get centered and get grounded on what you're creating from one day to the next. That's what a value is. That's where the breakthroughs come from, to where you're moving ahead at like warp speed, and people around you are like, yo, what is this dude doing? And it's largely because you've been putting in work. And a lot of times you've been putting in work for years, and people are just seeing the results of all of the work and time and effort that you put in over the years manifesting in real time in a way where it occurs to them like you're doing something magical. And it's really not that at all. In a sense it is, but more so than anything, it's the fact that you've been putting in work for so many years that now you're seeing, now it's harvest time, And so having that relationship with something greater than yourself, having that self-care practice, oh my God, hallelujah. How important is that? Because you want to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and all the time that you put in to get to where you are. Now you can enjoy it, and you want to be able to enjoy it with your health intact, your mental faculties intact, being able to savor the the precious little moments of life, because that's really what it's all about. It's not about the big things. Yes, I like nice cars. I got a picture of a Lamborghini over here to the right, and I'm gonna have one or two or three. It doesn't mean anything though without people in your life that you love and care about to share those experiences with. And a large part of what helps you to enjoy that is by having your health. So have your self-care practices, on your path to greatness and achieving the success and creating your heaven on earth, as I like to say. And just keep taking the actions, and a lot of times it ain't gonna make sense. It is not. But again, that's why you want to have a relationship with something greater than yourself to keep you moving forward, even when you don't think you can anymore. This is why they say to the victor goes the spoils. And it's meant that way for a reason. The people that put in the hard work, the people that, what's the one quote that says, I'm willing to do today what others won't do so that I can do tomorrow what others can't. It's that type of thing. So keep putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Keep surrounding yourself with people that hold you to account for the great individual that you are, and the contribution that you can make with your gift to humanity and the betterment of humanity. Now is that time. Be clear on that. It's always that time. And so yeah. And definitely get you some good reading material. Another good book to read too, especially if you're in the business of hiring and firing people. Being a business owner is Business Secrets of the Bible by Rabbi Daniel Lapin. I picked up that book. No, I picked up his first book, Thou Shalt Prosper, after seeing it in the entrepreneurship group I'm in on Facebook. And then I was on YouTube one day and just happened to run across that book. I didn't agree with everything he said in that book, but he dropped some jewels in that book about business, business ownership, priority management, time, and how to structure your brand and how you're creating it, to where you have more time freedom so you can work, how they say, in your business, not on your business, I think. So be encouraged, keep creating, keep channeling that powerful energy that you have in such a way where you are manifesting the life of your dreams. Just wanted to shoot this right quick. Hope you are all doing well. Be encouraged. Keep doing the work. Keep applying your faith. And keep thinking on the good things in life and knowing that miracles and magic happen every day. Just keep believing. Keep knowing in your spirit and thinking on the good things in life. I don't care what's going on out in the world. How does the one scripture in the Bible said, according to your belief, so be it unto you. And the way I would share that in this instance is that if your focus is on scarcity, that becomes more of your reality, more of your occurring world. If your focus is on abundance and all the multitudes of ways that abundance can show up, that'll be your reality. The subconscious mind can't tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Wherever, as the saying goes, thought goes, energy flows. So keep focusing your time, effort, and intention in your words and your thinking on what you are determined and being disciplined about to create for your life. And it's a done deal. Bottom line, peace and prosperity, as the Vulcans say, live long and prosper.